here are 3 things that I think you should start focusing on in the next year, in the new year coming up. And if you've been following the channel, you have been trying to get lean, or you're trying to get aesthetic or become more athletic, love the body that you're in, things like that. And by the new year, hopefully you're in a better position than you were when you started this year. So here are 3 things, new things that I think you should be working on after you've gotten to this point. And this just goes without saying that once you get lean, doesn't mean you just get to give up and just do whatever you want and you can just like go back to your fat self, or you get to go back to the self that got you to the place that you didn't want to be in the first place. You can't just start eating garbage. You are a new person. Accept that. That's the best part about this whole thing. You are a new person, and now you have new goals, bigger ideas, more responsibility to yourself to maintain that and improve upon that. At the heart of this channel, I want it to be a self-improvement channel, and I want you to continuously push the envelope in who you can become. And so what do you do after you get lean? What do you do once you've like dealt with your health? And the thing is, this is a lifelong journey. You are going to be, finding new exercises to do, new hobbies, new diets even, and you're going to be experimenting a lot in life. Like, it doesn't just go out the window. Like, once you're lean, you're just like have a 6-pack for life. No, it's not like that. It's just like, it's constant refinement and finding new things and doing new things, because that's what makes life exciting. The new novelty of trying new things, progressing in different ways. So, all right, we have gotten lean. What's next? What do we do next? The next thing that you need to focus on, and I have 4 pillars in your self-improvement journey, and that is health, wealth, learning, and relationships. And so what we're going to do next, ideally, you have another learning, or your relationships is your next thing that you are focusing on, or not focusing on, but it's something that you have a good basis around. And I find people that get lean, they're either people who've just broken up and got out of relationships and want to like prove it to themselves and to others that they can be this thing, so that they boost their self-esteem and things like that. But as you get lean, you are going to surround yourself with better people, because you're just going to feel better, and being healthy attracts more healthy relationships towards you. So I don't really want you or to care or focus on relationships. Water the flowers of relationships that you currently have. Mom, dad, family, friends, cousins, whoever is good to you, just keep them close. Whoever is on the same path as you, keep them close. That's great. But I want to talk about just like stuff that you can do by yourself that you don't have to, rely on other people for. And so the first thing that I want you to start doing is finances, obviously. And I want you to learn about investing and saving your money, becoming frugal, becoming somebody that understands where their money is going, budgeting. So first steps, budgeting, seeing where all your money is going. Second step is investing. I think investing can be extremely simple, and I want you to look up these 2 main things when you are moving on. If you haven't been looking into investing already, look into index funds, ETFs, or index funds, and Bitcoin. And why do I recommend Bitcoin? I recommend everybody looks into Bitcoin because it is going to be, everyone already knows. It's gone from $1,600 when I first saw it in high school to basically $118,000 today. That's a huge fucking jump, and that's awesome. And it's only going to grow. Look into it. Don't just take my word for it. This is not like a financial advice kind of thing, but read about it, learn about it. That is another pillar, learning. So finances, learning. Learn about Bitcoin. Learn why it works, why it makes sense, why it's different from all other types of money that we've come across. I want to stress this point. Learn about Bitcoin, learn about index funds. I think if you can just spread out your investment in those 2 things, that is going to be plenty. And it's basically dummy proof, because you do not have to think too much. At the end of the day, dollar cost averaging always wins, I think, because it's the least amount of stress, and it's the easiest thing, and anyone can do it. You can automate it. You don't even have to think about it. And the less you can think about these numbers, the stocks going up and down, trying to find little Bitcoins and crypto coins and shit like that, then shit coins basically, is going to deter your results. And I think you shouldn't focus on that. So Bitcoin, index funds, S&P 500, just look into those things, decide what you want to do, decide your risk tolerance, and go from there. Don't listen to 70 different people. Everyone's going to have different opinions. Just listen to the general consensus, or like one person that you can rely on, and somebody that you can relate to how they see why something works. Why does the S&P 500 work for investing? Why does Bitcoin work? Understand the things behind it. And once you can gain that conviction to yourself, then move on and do, some more dangerous plays. Start sports gambling. Just kidding. Never gamble. That's a waste. I mean, stocks, you can argue, are gambling, whatever. It's not. It's not the same. Look into it. Build your own conviction. Don't just listen to what I do. Don't just listen to what other, Bitcoin pushers are saying. Don't listen to what other people aren't saying, okay? Listen to your heart. Listen to research and look into it. Learn about these things. The next thing I want you to look into is AI. I think, you're going to see YouTube videos about like this AI bubble bursting and like shit's not going to happen out of it. It's like, dude, AI is already here. If you're not on it right now, that's okay. It's still super fucking early and it's going to be extremely valuable in the future. And our lives are just going to be, it's going to start enveloping our lives more. We're going to stop typing. We're going to start talking to the machines that we're in. And we already did with like Siri, Alexa, all these little home bots and stuff like that. But it's only going to get better and it's going to be easier. I'm going to have a ring on my finger and it's going to be like, and I'm just going to be like, tell me the whatever, some prompt of something. And it's going to just like pull out a Star Wars hologram of something. And that's going to be super interesting and super cool. But apart from that, look at the things and how it can make your life easier. That's how you want to see AI. How can it make, the mundane, monotonous activities easier in my life? And play around with it. It's so fucking cheap right now. And it's only gonna get cheaper. As things get better and it's just like becomes more widespread, it's gonna get easier. And you're in like the perfect time to learn how to use it, how to prompt really well, how to create apps, vibe code, things like that. And don't be scared if you know absolutely nothing about it. There are very great YouTubers online that can show you everything you need to know. And then you build from that from yourself. At the end of the day, don't just listen to people blindly. Use it, practice it. You actually have to put this into action in order to see results. So Bitcoin, index funds, AI, and building a business. I think those are the three things that you should focus on in the new year. If you've already been on your journey for getting lean and your health is intact, like be grateful for that. Continue to eat healthy foods, exercise, focus on your mental, meditate, read, journal, whatever. But I think 3 high ROI activities are going to be looking into investments, looking into AI, and starting a business, or at least planning what you're going to do. And at the end of the day, you have to take action. Beating around the bush and just saying you're going to do things is one thing, but actually doing it and actually just experimenting and being okay with the failing is going to be what takes you to the next step. So, I hope you like this video. If you're interested in any of these things, comment. If you think this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, also comment, because I'd like to discuss and see what you think is going on, because I'm open-minded and you should be too. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. Always remember to rep the set, and I'll see you in the next one.